Now, what we're doing, we're trying to show you where this weird decimal number that is located on the periodic table, the mass number, where that comes from and why it's rounded, why it is what it is. It turns out that most elements, not all, but most, are a collection of different isotopes. Now remember, the symbol AR locates it to a box, and it tells you how many protons there are. So the fact that it's AR, there's 18 protons. There's 18 protons in all three, in this one, and this one. There's 18 protons in each of them. Okay, the difference is how many neutrons they have. So one of them has 18 neutrons, this one has 20, one has 22. So that gives them different masses because neutrons have weight. So neutrons have masses. But they all are available in different percent abundances. There's a different amount of each one. So when we do these problems, we aren't asking you just to give us this number. Okay, that will in fact be the answer, but that's not what we're asking for. We're asking you to show us where does that number come from. Okay, and so the sum of the masses, it's basically just, the percentages. We do things in percentage, it's kind of weird. You have to remember 0.34% equals 0.0034. Divide everything by 100. And so the sum of the percentages, the sum equals 1 of this column. Okay, 100% or 1. 100% divided by 100. So that's some symbol. Doesn't look like a sigma, or sum, but it is. Okay. Anyway, all you have to do for this problem is your mass equals the sum of the mass times the percentage for n equals 1 to the number of isotopes. Mass of n times the percentage of n. Okay? That's complex. Let's just say this. All you have to do is take each of these masses, multiply it by their percentage, add them all up. You could do that as a separate column over here. Mass times percent. And add them all up. Okay? If you do that, you're going to end up with 0.12. In this case, you're going to get 0.03. In this case, you're going to get 37.80. Remember, for all your percentages, you have to do this. So don't multiply by 0.34, multiply by 0.0034. And multiply by 0.07% equals 0.0007. 99.59% equals 0.9959. So multiply by all those, multiply them, this, multiply those out, they equal this. Okay, keep your sig figs. This one has 2, so this has 2. This one has 1, so this has 1. This has 4, so this has 4. When we add them up, we go to the hundredths place because both of them, they all go, adding is different rules than multiplying. So for sig figs, we're going to go out 2 places past the decimal. Okay? All you do is you add all those up, you get 39.95. Okay? Remember, the sum of these equals 1. So the sum of this column right here equals 1. That's important for our next problem. Okay. So you should have got 39.95, which is what it is here. Okay. But we're showing you why it's that. Why is that? Because then we have a problem like this, where we have 2 different isotopes. We give you the mass of each isotope, and then we give you the average mass. This is what's on the periodic table. Sorry. Okay, so now we're saying, tell me what the percentages are. So just think of it backwards. So what we're giving you is we're giving you 34.968, 36.95. Whoa, what's happened to my thing here? All right, sorry about that. Little Apple Pencil problem. Okay, 36.956. That's the mass of that one. We don't know the percent abundance of these, okay? But we know those percentages add up to 1. And we don't know what the individual percentages are, but we know their overall mass adds up to 35.545. Okay? We know that this times times, we're going to call it X, and this one times, we'll call it Y for right now. If we add those up, we get one of the answers, we get the other answers, we add them up, we get this. So we know that 35.545 equals 34.968 times X plus 36.956 times, we would say Y, but how would you solve that? So we need to think of this in terms of this and this. 1 minus X will equal this one. Okay, so now we just multiply it out. 35.545 equals 34.968X plus, now multiply this one out. So you go 36.956 minus 36.956X. Okay. So combine everything. Combine the things that have the X's. So this one has an X, this one has an X. So you take this number minus this one. And we have to put this thing, we have to move it to the other side. So to do that, we subtract it from both sides. So we get 35.545 minus 36.956 equals 34.968X minus 36.956X. All right. Minus 1.503 equals minus 1.988X. And so now you just divide by 1.988, and you end up with X equals 0.7560 equals 75.60%. And that means the 1 minus X equals 0.2440 equals 24.40%. So thinking back up here, so this one was X, this was 1 minus X. So this one, 75.60, 24.40%. That's your answer.